if the Incredibles characters were actually charged for their crimes. Right out of the gate, Bob's supercharged car goes blazing through the city streets. Despite the car looking so cool, he has to be speeding. Although Bob saves this man from committing suicide, he injures him. While Bob's actions might have seemed warranted in preventing a suicide attempt, the charges are pressed for assault.
That was way too close.
While out playing vigilante, Bob and Lucius escape the cops who surround them. It's a stark contrast from his days when he used to work with the police instead of being a masked vigilante. Despite Bob's frustration with his boss, launching his employer through several walls feels incredibly uncalled for. Bob's anger about his family possibly being dead is understandable, but he goes to the extreme by threatening to kill Mirage. As Syndrome notes, that's a little dark for him.
No, there isn't. In fact, there's no time at all.
Even when Mirage frees Bob, the anger remains and he strangles her. Hell have no fury, like a grieving superhero. Bob chose the worst time to bicker with his wife over directions. Making a landing with an RV from a jet is one thing. Reckless driving after such a landing is another. Syndrome makes a rather violent introduction to Bob as his new villain persona. His robot makes a surprise attack on Bob aggressively. Although Bob can take much of this abuse, it's still not warranted.
When I unleash it, I'll get... You sly dog!
Syndrome shows off his 0-point technology by whipping Bob around, further increasing his assault charges. And Syndrome goes the extra mile to murder his once revered hero with a bomb. This villain knows how to go the extra mile to get rid of superheroes. And as it turns out, Syndrome has killed a lot of superheroes. He even documents each death. That's such a villain move. Considering Syndrome only targets superheroes and aims to wipe them out, this could be considered genocide. Once Bob is discovered by Syndrome's alert system, this mass murdering villain captures him. Although Syndrome fails to kill Bob's family aboard this plane, he still tries to kill them with missiles. Too bad he's dealing with superheroes.
Time out!
Syndrome later manages to capture the entire Incredible family. He wouldn't be a villain if he didn't capture heroes, so he could monologue about his evil plan. And speaking of which, Syndrome's ultimate plan is to stage a destructive assault on the city to make himself look like a hero. This counts as both a terrorist attack and the destruction of public property.
The baby's sleeping.
Syndrome's final act of villainy is to kidnap Jack. Although he fails most spectacularly, this is still a pretty severe crime he nearly commits. You know, before he gets sucked into his engines and explodes in a glorious burst of flames. True to his name, Bon Voyage enters with an explosion at the bank.
Buddy, don't!
It'll only take a second, really.
No, stop!
Bon Voyage attaches a bomb to Syndrome, nearly killing the kid without Bob's interference. And that bomb ends up blowing up a monorail track. Quite a lot of carnage for a villain who is only present in the movie for about a minute.
No, that ain't right.
When Lucius and Bob are caught by the police, Lucius uses his freeze powers to immobilize a cop and make his escape. While the cop may have survived this encounter, this is a case of both assault and police evasion. Lucius is lucky he and Bob were masked throughout the encounter.